Welcome, magnificent galactic spirits. We are in the ascension of hand, healing hands, in God's hands. And today we're on the third day of the 13-day ascension, and we are going to talk about how you can rewire your brain using the energy of your pure consciousness. And pure consciousness is in a state of free of negative thinking, negative emotions, and just in the state of allowing our pure consciousness to guide us into how we are moving forward into healing hands. How are we using our hands out into the world where we are accomplishing our third dimensional goals, what we do for a living, how we express ourselves, what our crafts are, what our skills are, what our artful manifestation is for not only for us to enjoy from our fourth dimension, our emotional needs, and our fifth dimensional spiritual needs as we project those energies of our identity with this pure consciousness in the artful expression that we express in the world. So what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about where we are in our galactic spirit astrology and where we've been and where we are going in order for you to spiral up your ability to really dig deep into your self-expression with your hands, how to heal the harm within yourself and start working on pure consciousness so the universal galactic spirit can drop in and support your evolutionary consciousness. So that's what we're doing today. But before we get started on that, I'm going to share a video with you that shows all of the free offerings where you can evolve your fifth dimensional consciousness merely by going to galacticspirit.com. So I'll be right back. Enjoy the video because it really is a comprehensive view of all what we can share with you that I'm offering you as my gift. So welcome back, beloved galactic spirits, to Electric Moon in the Hand Ascension. So where are we at this time? Last time when we met, we were on the first day of the 13-day ascensions. And here is your 13-day map, so you can actually be tracking where we are along with these videos in order for you to take notes and start watching these synchronicities for yourself, meaning that when you are paying attention to the energies of the day on the energy of the day, you will start getting more in alignment with natural time and the 13 moon calendar. You are going to start living in a state of pure consciousness. We talked about that, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more in a few minutes. Living in a state with pure consciousness in alignment with heaven and earth, according to the flawless Mayan calendar 13 moon system. And here is one of those 13 days, just as a reminder. Last time we met on the first day, the day of attraction. How are we attracting greater success and healing with our hands? Now, you can't really attract success unless you put some action forward. You can't put it, you need to put it out there. You need to be an attractive magnet. You need to think about, and this is what we talked about last time, the videos are available for you, that you have to use the law of attraction to set the intention for how you are going to use your healing hands out into the world in order to manifest it. Magic doesn't happen without action. And what we are doing today is the third day. And I just want to remind you, with this free map that we give you, the 13-day map, is 1 dot is day 1, dot 2 dots is day 2, 3 dots where we are today is the third day. So every dot is a day and every bar is 5 days. And when you add up the dots and the bars, as you see around the wheel, you'll see it adds up to 13. So we are in the third day of the hand ascension. And there we are right now. And right now, these 4 days, if you'll notice in the red here, those are the discovery days. Those are the days that set the intention for your entire momentum of this 13-day ascension of working with your healing hands birthright. And Han is all about, you are in the hands of God. And you are the hands of God when you attract with your hands in the quantum. Now that sounds real scientific and really kind of heavy and scientific and all that, but it doesn't have to. Simply stated, the quantum is the energetic field of all that exists. It is the cosmic glue, if you will, that even holds matter and electrical and the electric magnetic charges of atoms. The atoms that make up our bodies. When we, the dust to dust thing, we are so little carbon and dust that when we leave our bodies, our consciousness, our quantum, the glue that holds our physicality together, is part of that quantum where the soul never dies. And that is your quantum field. That is the place where all of your records, if you will, have been stored. That is where, if you have premonitions or you can see into the future, we talked about it last cycle. Last cycle we spent, let me just show you this. Last cycle we spent 13 days on Wizard. We're in Hand now. We spent 13 days of Wizard, which is endless time, timeless endlessness, where we can be more receptive to how we are communicating with that divine presence, that glue, the Akash, the electromagnetic frequencies that holds all of our energies together. And now we are building upon the wheel for every 13 days and spending 13 days with every single birthright as we move through the 1.2.3.4.5. The dot matrix, the binary code of all existence. So while I just dropped a little science on you just now, you really don't have to think about that science. Just think about your birthright of today. And today is the third day. Let's look at it this way. This is the exact same map with our refrigerator magnets. You'll see the center where we're talking about Hand. You'll see Hand over on my left hand shoulder there. That's on the video image with the 13 dots around it. Or you're going to see the 13 energies all around it. But I left day number 3 empty. I'm here. So I left 3 empty because today is the energy of Moon. Moon is the energy of pure consciousness, freedom of emotional baggage, freedom of mental baggage where our monkey mind goes around and around and around. And as we move through, we are building upon how we are spiraling up with our concentrated birthrights. Today, third day, Moon, we are spiraling up to keep on enhancing deeper and deeper how we are comfortable in the hands of God, claiming our birthrights of healing hands as we start expressing those energies out into the world. So when you really think about how this works, there's only really 3 things you have to think about. And it's really so easy when you start thinking about the 3 components of reclaiming one birthright every day. One, we're talking about the 13-day ascension, Hand, not cause it. We would never cause harm to ourselves, but we do emotionally sometimes and mentally sometimes. We beat ourselves up sometimes. So instead of doing that, today teaches us in the discovery phase, day number 3 is the energy of Moon. And every 20 days we discover with our concentrated birthrights, the center wheel, if you will. Hang on, I'm going to show you this. The outer wheel are your 13 days, but your inner world, and there's 20 of them, and we're going to go through 13 days. And the inner wheel is day by day. So when you use the wheel in alignment, and I just have paper clips here so I can find things pretty quick for you, you can align. Here's your 13-day, day number 3, where we are in the Moon. And there's 20 of these concentrated energies also. So every time we experience Moon, today's energy, It's concentrated birthright energy. We have an opportunity to look at, again, how are we receiving pure consciousness without the drama and trauma of our monkey minds or our perhaps distorted emotions. And last week, last time we met, we talked about human, as part of one of the micro concentrated birthrights. Let me just show you human while we're together here. So you're starting to really be familiar what these images look like. And remember, images existed before language. So human is all about willingness. And yes, we are human. So we do have our monkey minds are a little out of control sometimes. And we do have maybe disjointed emotions. So that's why when we practice our birthrights, if you really drop into them every day, you saw the pineal beat video that I'm offering for you for free on galacticspirit.com on the quick video that I just showed you. When you really drop into the energy of the day, thinking about receiving it through your third eye. Last time with Wizard helped us do that. We can calm our emotions. We can calm our monkey mind and drop into the energy of moon with pure consciousness. So on day number 3, we are activating. I'm going back to this with you. We are activating moon in how are we healing the harm with our self-discovery. We are in the first 4 days. So so let's just review what we're doing. We've got a 13-day ascension of hand. And remember, you can get this workbook for free on galacticspirit.com/spiral-up. So it makes it really easy to even draw in the concentrated birthright as you're thinking about it, and see that we're talking about activating. How are we discovering our activation? Day number 2, we engaged our activation. We talked about this on last video. Day number 2 is all about overcoming duality. We met on day number 1, which is attracting. How are we attracting what we want to accomplish out in the world? And if we already know what that is, how are we going to spiral up and level up our ability to manifest that out in the world as we spiral up during these 13 days? By the way, which you also get in the free workbook, galacticspirit.com/spiral-up, you have a way that you can really see what these energies are all about. There's a teeny bit of room in there for you to journal. I recommend getting your own book of shadows so you can start journaling how you experience all of these energies and these birthrights every day, because their cumulative effect starts becoming more and more powerful as you align with these consciousness and align with the natural cycles of nature, which is what the dot matrix, this binary code, is offering us. On the free workbook, you also get how you are the co-creator of our evolution. I mean, we don't evolve just by waking up every day. It does take a little bit of work. It does take a little effort, unless you want to wait millions of years. And then you're going to be riding on the coattails of the 144,000 chosen ones, if you will. And I know if you're watching this video, whether you're live with me right now or in real time, you're probably one of those 144,000, because these are the gifts that we were given to unlock our consciousness and awaken our galactic spirit. So I know that you are that, or you are one of the 100th monkeys. Maybe you know both. Maybe you know a little bit about those two theories, which says that you, my beloved galactic spirit, are part of the tipping point. The tipping point of, as we evolve our consciousness independently, with our own unique skills and our own unique talents, is when we help shift the higher consciousness, because we are vibrating at higher frequencies, and those higher frequencies the world picks up. We are radiating, we are broadcasting those higher frequencies out into the world, and other people are receiving that information, whether they're paying attention to or not, and you are participating in waking up humanity. That is how evolutionary consciousness works. By you taking responsibility for your own happiness, your own healing hands, you start leveling up everybody else. On the fourth page of the workbook, there's a whole bunch of free resources which reiterate the URLs and the links that we saw on that video in the beginning. So just as a little wrap up, take your healing hands, put them over your fourth energy center, your heart. Your heart has its own brain. Did you know that in utero, when all of your binary codes were coming together and you were coming into this incarnation in your mama's belly, your heart evolved before anything else did. So it had its own brain to create the rest of your body. So, hands on heart. Your hands of God. Your healing hands to transform harm into harmony. Engage your third eye, the seat of your consciousness, with the pineal gland, halfway in between. Your third eye really isn't here, guys, beautiful galactic spirits. Your third eye is center in between. The reason why your pineal gland looks like the eye of Horus, the Egyptian symbol, that's what your pineal gland looks like. The Egyptians had it right. So hands on heart, heal the harm, engage your pineal gland, engage the third day with your brain. You're activating your brain, the electrical part of your body. Your mind is electric, refiring and wiring those neurocircuits. See what that looks like. It's a fabulous visualization. See your pineal gland bringing these energies, the pure consciousness, down from the top of your head into the pineal gland, firing and wiring. Are you seeing that visualization? Bring it into your heart. Take your hands. Bring it through your entire body, your Taurian field, your Taurus. We talked about how the Taurus is part of the DNA map. We talked about that before. See the Taurus in there? See the Taurus? Your electromagnetic energies. Really powerful. This is on the back of the wheel. Super, super powerful. and heal the harm with your healing hands. We've electrified the brain, pineal gland, attach it to the heart, and we are radiating this electromagnetic field, expanding it bigger and bigger, helping ourselves in that discovery. Remember, in the discovery phase of hand, as we heal the harm within ourselves by bringing by growing and vibrating the frequency of our electromagnetic field to heal ourselves, to take the hands of God into our consciousness, to allow us to attract these downloads of intuitive plans of action with our pure consciousness, to bring ourselves into the hands of success in our third dimension,